Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and I find myself once again in the Fabled Lands. Now, I have a little bit of a plan as to how I wish to proceed. This is partly down to me getting a little overexcited and playing a little bit more with Umule, the perished priestess who failed, and experiencing a couple of things which I thought, hey, Lorga could do. Now, a viewer has suggested I go beat up the remaining Dragon Knights for a free suit of plate armor, and that would be great. However, I know from bitter experience that the free Dragon Knights I would fight would definitely include free foes, and I would almost absolutely be fighting at least two of them a lot of the time, so I would love to get this new Brawler skill, which is going to cost me 400 shards, which I don't have. So, I have a plan. It is a plan that involves defeating the monster near the healing springs in the Blessed Town, because I know that gives a lot of shards. But I'm also going to come down here to Marlock City first, because of something I accidentally found out with my sorcerer, my priest. That being said, I did try out the sorcerer class a little bit earlier today, and oof, that's a hefty damage output. They can just melt things with spells. They do eventually run out of steam and need to start dodging and evading and hoping they don't get killed, but they can hold their own in a fight. So let's go down south to Marlock City, because we're a little short on shards right now. Oh, get banged on the head, that's a shame. We'll go rest up at the roadside tavern. And then to Trefoil. And on the road... Oh, wonderful, we find a sword. Good, we can sell that. For money. And now we'll go to Marlock City. Let's start by going to the market and selling off that sword. Now, I would like to explore the city. I would like to visit the Street of Entertainers. Psst! Come here, friend! Someone whispers from the shadows. Let's go see what he wants. Want to try your luck in the gambler's den? Asks a short, dark man dressed as a mercenary bodyguard. Just 5 shards entrance fee. He nods to a door at the top of some rickety stairs. Now, previously, our wayfarer and our priestess have ignored this option. Lorga, he's a man of the world. He's going to pay to visit the gambling den. He smiles and takes you into the gambler's den. You are in a smoke-filled casino full of all kinds of dubious characters playing cards and dice. Well, we'll gamble. It's what we came here for, after all. Decide how much you want to bet, to a maximum of 20 shards. Well, I'll go for 5. Hang on, how did we get... Oh, we sold a sword. You bet 5 shards. It's time to roll the dice. Win twice your bet. Okay, lovely. So basically we got an extra 5. Huh. Oh, so we're not losing the stake, then winning it back. Okay, interesting. Let's quit while we're ahead and depart from this establishment. You're about to leave when you see a crowd gathered around a slim, pasty-faced scholar at a card table. By the 3 fortunes, I'm hot tonight, he cries. It seems he's on a winning streak. You notice a couple of dodgy-looking ruffians watching the scholar carefully. Yeah, they're probably going to mug him when he leaves. Let's wait here before we leave and follow him. Sure enough, when the scholar leaves, purse bulging with shards, the 2 ruffians also leave. You follow at a slight distance. As you suspected, the ruffians wait for a suitable moment and then set about the scholar. Help! Help! Thieves! Cries the scholar in a thin, reedy voice. Let's get in there and sort them out. You rush in, taking the ruffians by surprise. A couple of good buffets around the head and they run off. The scholar lies groaning on the ground. We could rob him. Let's not. Let's help him up. Let's do the decent thing. Thank you. Thank you, coughs the scholar. he gives you a vial of yellow dust as a reward. Well, we'll have that. I found this at an ancient archaeological site I've been studying, he says. I believe it needs to be thrown into the holy waters at the village of Blessed Springs, although quite what happens then I have no idea. That's an oddly specific piece of information for someone who just found this while he was working on an archaeological dig. He thanks you again and takes his leave. Well, now we have a flask of yellow dust, which we should take to the Blessed Springs, where we're going to be looking for a monster anyway. I have some potions, but I should absolutely drink. Yes, I should. There we go. Right. I'm also going to explore the barracks area. 3 drunken army officers accost you on the street. So, what have we here? Sneers one of them drunkenly. Out of the way, you stinking dog, says another, shoving you in the chest. You know, let's shove him back and call him a coward, you craven custard. You rebel swine, slurs one of them. Not showing proper respect to the army, says another. That can't go unpunished. They wade into you, intent on beating you into submission. Let's beat the living daylights out of them. Come on, yes. You're an accomplished street brawler, and after only a few minutes' furious fighting, the 3 officers are laid out unconscious on the street. Several people gathered to watch the brawl, most of them give a cheer at your performance. General Marlock's troops have not endeared themselves to the population. You find about 25 shards on the officer's body and an officer's pass. Take whatever you require. Well, we will take that. You get a pass for not resembling an officer in the slightest. And that will blatantly come in useful later on. In fact, up at the Citadel of Velas Corin, where they only let officers in, we can blatantly use that to go through into the northern region. For now, though, I think we're finished here. Let's go to Shadar Tor. You're on the road between Yellowport and Marlock City. Along most of the length of the road, a thin sliver of a shantytown has grown up. Tents and lean-tos line the way. You find out that the people living here are refugees from Trefoil. The city was burnt to the ground during the recent civil war in which the old king was overthrown. And nothing bad happens, so that's great. We're going to... No. We're going to continue on to Yellowport. This would be a fine place for us to purchase a ship if we had a lot more money. We do not have a lot more money. So let's go up to Venefax. Remember, these are mostly familiar locations, which is why I'm skipping a lot of the descriptions. And on the eastern road... You're on the road between Blessed Springs and Venefax. Pilgrims for sick and injured travel this route. The holy waters of the Blessed Springs... Pilgrims for sick and injured travel this route to the holy waters of Blessed Springs to find salvation. To the holy waters, yes. That's the word I was missing. Isn't that lovely? Wait. Oh, attacked by mad pilgrims. Well, I'll just have to put on a good fight then. Alright. I'll go to here. 1, 2, 2. Yeah, I'll hold off for now. Tactical assessment, it's such a good skill. Get whacked. And I'll attack you backwards. Yes! The warrior enjoys control of the battlefield. You win the fight. A quick search of their pockets and you find a potion of godliness and a staff. Hey, what happened to my potions? What happened to my potion boost that was supposed to last until the next time I did a stat roll involving those potions? This is not good. Wait. Hang on. Or before entering combat, I see the fight wiped all the potions. Well, that's certainly a lesson against just drinking them all in advance. Interesting. Let us explore the hillside. You'll make your way up the hill. After a while you spot a cave set into the hillside a little further up. Judging by the human bones dumped near the entrance, this is the lair of a dangerous beast, and in fact one of the viewers a few episodes ago did say they wanted me to go fight this beast. Fresh tracks of some large two-legged three-toed creature lead from the cave into some nearby trees. It seems it is not at home at the moment. Well, let's make a scouting roll because our scouting stat is much better than our magic. We've got magic at a 2, scouting at a 5. Oh, that's failed. Everything indicated the cave is empty, so you approach carefully on the lookout for attack from behind. Suddenly something rushes out of the cave, taking you by surprise. It is a Gorlock, a beast with legs like a bird, a body like a reptile, and 2 short forelimbs and a beaked lizard-like head. You see that its 2 legs end in backward-pointing feet. The tracks it leaves will always show the wrong direction of travel. It bites you savagely. That's 4 points of stamina. Ow! I'm gonna chug a potion. Yeah. Come and fight me, monster. Oh, you know what? I'll go down here and make you walk across this rough ground. Yeah, isn't that lovely? Oh, you're being like that, are you? Alright. Now the real demo goodness. I'd better drink a potion. Yeah, that was rough. With the Gorlock out of the way, you're free to investigate its lair. Inside the cave you find 500 shards, getting that brawling skill now, a mace and a silver nugget. Oh, that's too good to be true. I must remember to pick these things up before clicking continue. I very nearly clicked that then. Ooh, that would have been rough. At least I could have scrolled up and still got them there. So now, I would like to explore the holy waters. A wooden stockade encloses the springs. At the gate, 2 militiamen stand on guard and a priest dressed in blue robes sits behind a desk. 35 shards to enjoy the divine spa, says the priest. We will absolutely pay those 35 shards and enter. You find a wide pool of bubbling electric yellow blue water. It gives off a strong invigorating scent like crushed pine leaves. We are going to use a vial of yellow dust. This looks nice. You scatter powder on the surface of the waters. There's a flash and a cloud of yellow smoke billows up out of the pond. When it clears, you find yourself face to face with a white-bearded, bespectacled old man floating a few feet off the water. He is dressed in long, flowing, ornate robes. He stares at you for a moment before saying, "Oh, thank you, that worthless apprentice of mine. Can you imagine I told him to throw the dust into the holy waters, but the idiot couldn't even be trusted to do that? The old man's name is Olifard the Wizardly. As a reward, he casts a spell that enhances your skill. Add 1 to the ability of your choice permanently. Well then, our magic is very low, our thievery is very low. We have been called upon to make more magic rolls than thievery rolls. And as we've got a lot of Sanctity, we might want to get Magic, as Sanctity and Magic often go together in terms of skills that you need over the course of a single quest. You gain 1 Magic permanently. Superb. Ah, I see you have some powers in the arcane arts, says Olifard the Wizardly. There is something I need, if you can get it for me. I will teach you how to advance as a mage. It was Vase the Sea Dragon who turned me into powder. He stole my magic chest in which I store all my magical equipment. Without it I am virtually powerless. Meet me in Trefoil when you have it. I'll accept this quest. Where is Vase, you ask? Why, in the Lake of the Sea Dragon, of course, he replies. As he leaves, Olifard gives you an amulet of protection. Well, works like a charm, apparently. What a pun. Let's go back. Let's also bathe in the waters, and cure any diseases we might have had. Now, I think it might be worth purchasing 1 more healing potion. Wait. Yes, just for 1. And then, I want to be getting down here, don't I? So let's head out into the countryside. You're crossing an open expanse of flinty ground. A few herds of sheep roam the low hills, and we're being quite fortunate this episode. Nothing bad happens. So now we'll go down to the Lake of the Sea Dragon, where I do believe Omule or Fenya, I think it was Fenya who encountered the Sea Dragon before. You are up the stinking river near its source, the Lake of the Sea Dragon. From here, the yellow waters rush down to the sea. The smell of the bubbling, sulphur-laden water is abominable. The shores of the lake are swept by ochre waves, and the air smells foul. A sickly, pale green seaweed is the only vegetation that can survive in the sulphurous waters of the lake. A small fishing village, Cadmium, has grown up on the shores of the lake. Let us blatantly hire a boat and go fishing. The local village is very small, with very limited options to explore. However, we could try to hire a boat. You hire a fishing boat for 15 shards a day. It comes with a fishing net. You row out into the lake, spread the net, and wait to see what happens. After an hour or so, a great bubbling and frothing of the lake disturbs your solitude. A massive scaly head the size of your boat erupts out of the ochre-coloured water on the end of a long sinuous neck. Great luminous green eyes look down at you. The creature is covered in brown scales with a bright red crest running from the head down its fake ropey neck. I am Vase, the Sea Dragon, it says in a rich, creamy voice tinged with evil greed. To fish in my lake, you have to pay tribute. To wit, 1 silver nugget. Pay now or face my wrath. Well, fortunately, we received a silver nugget not that long ago. And, you know, for not having to face the dragon's wrath, a silver nugget seems like a really fair price to pay right about now. Excellent, says the dragon, catching the nugget in one of its clawed forelimbs. With that, it rolls over and dives down into the lake. At the last second, its tail whips up out of the water, inches from your face. You could reach out and grab it if you wanted to. Yes, let's blatantly do that. The sea dragon dives deep to the bottom of the lake. You are pulled along at a terrific rate through the murky waters. You think your lungs are about to burst when at last the creature surges upwards, breaking the surface. You find yourself in a cave inside a rocky island, somewhere on the surface of the lake. A hole in the roof lets in a shaft of bright sunlight that reflects off the water, casting dappled yellow light all over the walls. Part of the cave is dry ground, heaped with the dragon's treasure hoard. Sparkling coins, swords, armour and the like. You notice a rocky ledge lined with a number of bottles full of yellow dust. The dragon pulls itself on top of its hoard. You have a few seconds to try to hide. Oh, that's going to be a difficult thievery roll. Unsurprisingly, we failed. Oh dear. Desperately, you try to sneak behind a pile of coins, but the dragon spots you. A sneaky little thief, eh? Can't have that. Oh no, not at all, hisses the dragon, and it breathes a cloud of billowing acidic gas all over you. You watch in horror as the coins in front of you begin to melt, and then the cloud engulfs you. Let's use that amulet of protection that we were blatantly given before we came here. The amulet of protection dissolves in a flash of smoke. It does protect you, however, and you are obscured by the smoke long enough to get into hiding. The amulet leaves a residue of yellow powder, which the dragon thinks is all that is left of you. He scoops it up and puts it into a bottle beside the others on his rocky shelf. You remain quiet as a mouse behind a pile of coins. After a long wait, the sea dragon slithers into the water and swims out on some errand. You have some time to loot the hoard. You scrabble about for the chest that Olifard the Wizardly wanted you to find for him. You find a rune-covered box which is positively glowing with magic. Well, let's take that. Looking good. Looking really good. I like it. Let's also take some for treasure as well. You grab some coins in a hurry. You gain 100 shards. Getting rich now. You can also choose up to 3 treasures from the following. An enchanted sword. The +3 combat is nice, but the 2 to 7 damage is really nice. Prone to getting stuck in stones, but it goes through skulls just fine. Plate armor. Well, we can get this elsewhere. This isn't, as far as I can tell, this isn't magical armor. An ebony wand, which will give +2 magic. A magic mandolin, which gives +2 charisma. Golden compass give +2 scouting. Magic lockpicks give +2 thievery. And a silver holy symbol give +2 sanctity. Well, all of those are very nice. We already have a holy symbol. We could replace it with a better one. I think we really like the look of that magic sword as a warrior. I'm going to... Yes, that's so nice. So, am I shoring up weaknesses or increasing my strengths? Getting that... Right, scouting of 5 is really good already. Getting that magic up to 5, magic and charisma, but also getting that sanctity up to a 6 would be very nice as well. And I did say that magic and sanctity seem to go hand in hand. I'd also like to go back to... Wait. I have not yet defeated the ghoul on the Isle of the Druids. For doing that, I can get a magic wand which will give +1 magic. So I'll take the silver holy symbol. Then what? Ooh, that's going to get a bit tricky. These are all very good items. And we should be extremely pleased that Lorga has been so fortunate. So the ebony wand is better than the other magic wand, but the other one would also be free. So it's like upgrading on something I don't already have yet. So I could then have like 3 stat booster items instead of 2. So I don't use Thievery very often as Logger. The Golden Compass, I'm pretty good. So it's down to the Mandolin and the Ebony Wand. They're both free. Would like to push them both to a 5 at some point. I can get the other wand. So the Mandolin. And then let's go... After you have taken the third treasure, you hear the sea dragon returning. Quickly you climb up through the hole in the roof to an island in the middle of the lake. From there you manage to get a lift on a passing boat and make it safely to Cadmium Village. During the journey you examine the magic chest, but it is guarded by a great sorcery and is impossible to open. Well then. Can we? No. No, we cannot. They're looking to buy... Wait, they have a silver nugget for sale? What? Smolder fish. Something fishy about that. Right, well let us blatantly equip these items now. And yes, in theory, because I've got the holy symbol there, I could have taken the thieves' tools, because filling another empty slot. But I kind of wanted to get that sanctity up a bit, because I know that there's a few hard sanctity and magic tests. I didn't take the wand. Oh well. But I did have a very nice magic sword. Let's just watch as this damage changes to 2-7 and the offense as well. Oh, you beauty. 11 to 21. 2-7. Oh, it is so good. Well then. We don't want to go to the Stinking River because that's dangerous. We'll go to the main road. Get mistaken for a beggar and given 10 shards by a priest. We'll go to the Road Tavern. Get healed up. And then to Trefoil. Do we have a nice event on the road? Yeah, we even find a sword. Another one? The city of Trefoil is a terrifying vision of apocalyptic destruction. It had once been a thriving crossroads town, but now it is a burnt-out hulk. It was razed to the ground when it declared for the late king during the recent civil war and tried to hold out against the army of Grieve Marlock, the current Protector General of Socara. Yes, I remember the last time my country had a Lord Protector. Didn't go so well. It was then sacked by the General's mercenaries, and General Marlock is now trying to rebuild it. Craftsmen are hard at work everywhere. Well, look, he did impose order in a situation that had got a bit out of hand, but he also did a lot of nasty things which left unpleasant ramifications, which still linger on to this day. Let's visit Olifard the Wizardly. My chest! Yells Olifard joyfully as you hand it over. Olifard thanks you and teaches you how to be a better mage, gain +1 magic permanently. You know, now I don't feel so bad about leaving that wand behind. I mean, we could have had it up to the 6 instead of the mandolin pushing us to a 5. So taking the wand would have been pushing up strengths, whereas the mandolin is more shoring up weaknesses. Olifard can use his sorcery to teleport you instantly to certain places at a cost of 100 shards a journey. You could teleport me to Karan Baru or the Isle of the Druids. You know what? I'm fine. That's really nice, and there's probably an achievement for it. But for now, I'm doing quite well. Right, I want to sell off these 2 swords and this holy symbol. Let's try going to Yellowport. Visit the marketplace. Sell a sword. Sell a sword. And sell a holy symbol. we're now in a very good financial situation. Swords and daggers +2 offense. Offense isn't really our biggest issue at the moment. So let's go back to Trefoil. Deal with any encounters on the road. To the roadside tavern. The main road. And soon we'll be ready to go and fight. Oh, mistaken for a beggar. How delightful. And to Karan Baru, where we will visit the marketplace. And we will blatantly pick up that brawler scroll. But we aren't finished yet. We're going to sell that stuff. Learn that scroll. And now we have the Brawler passive skill, which will give us +2 damage as long as we are adjacent to 2. Oh, no! No, they're not even adjacent, they're just within 2 hex range. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Could have probably done with 1 or 2 more magic potions. Yeah. Could... No. No. See, this is the wand we'll get from dealing with the ghoul on the island. Or we could get a resurrection deal. Or I could go buy 2 healing potions, then fight the knights. This is really dangerous. Maybe I should buy 2 more, just to be on the safe side. Yeah. And I think fighting the Dragon Knights will be a good end for the episode. So, he explains that you must bet the weapon and suit of armor that you will use in the joust. If you lose, you forfeit the weapon and armor. If you win, you get the armor and weapon of the knights you defeat. Most of your opponents, you note, would be using a sword and plate armor. Alright, here we go now. Decide which armor and weapon you will use in this fight. They will be the ones you are betting with. Because it is not a fight to the death, your weapons are padded, so even if you drop to 0 stamina, it won't be fatal. It would be really nice to not bet my magic sword, but if I'm going to stand a chance of defeating these knights, I probably really need to use it. And a lot of these healing potions. Okay. Here we go. So we have the red dragon knight, the green dragon knight, and the blue dragon knight. The blue dragon knight looks like I should fight him first. Oh, is that a reach weapon? Let's find out. And tactical assessment. Oh, that's really annoying. Oh, that's good. Come on, you beauty! Yeah, alright, look, I'm just gonna hit you. Except I'm not. Oh, we are good! Oh, did I not, The Dragon Knights are impressed with your combat skills. Your opponents come round, ruefully rubbing their necks. Grudgingly they admit to your superior skill, and one of the knights hands you his weapon and armor. You get an ordinary sword and a suit of plate armor. Well, I'm having that. That's just going to be really good. The sword... I can leave it, really. I didn't take... Yeah, I'll just leave it. It it would be disrespectful to leave it, but I've got my nice mace. It's like, yeah, okay. Now, I want to find a nice non-sword weapon and experiment with that a bit as well. You know what? Let's do the honourable thing. And take our prize. Well now, Lorga has defeated practically all the Dragon Knights, and he is clearly the greatest warrior that I have played yet in this game. I'm very pleased. I think this is a great time to end the episode. I hope you've all enjoyed this one, and I do look forward to seeing you all in the next one, whenever that may be. I'm going to say bye-bye for now though, and cheerio everyone! I hope you all liked it.